Biography of Mumpuni. Mumpuni Wiyatno is a simple, humble, and friendly mother figure. A mother of two who devotes herself to the village community with her beloved husband, Iskandar Budi Saroso Kunto Aji. He is commonly called Miss Puni. No less than 60 remote locations that were previously pitch dark become brightly lit with the power plant they built. Through the Institute of Business and People's Economy, or we call IBK, which they formed, they provided information in several parts of Indonesia and one location in the Philippines. Mrs. Sri Mumpuni with her husband built a micro hydropower plant or PLTMH as a source of electrical energy for areas that have not been reached or difficult to reach by PT PLN. By utilizing the potential of water energy found in local locations to drive turbines. And with social entrepreneurs like Mrs. Puni, who have helped rural communities in Indonesia generate electricity and generate income from hydropower, cited as President Barack Obama in his opening speech for the Presidential Summit on Entrepreneurship in Washington, D.C. The initial idea for the construction of the PLTMH started with Ibu Tri Mumpuni and her husband often traveling to village and seeing abundant water source, but there was no electricity distribution cable at that location. Then we discussed with the local village had the possibility of building a power plant by utilizing the flow of a river to generate electricity from a turbine. The next step, continued Tri Mumpuni, is to collect data to see the technical possibilities and calculate the budget plan and then look for source of funds for the construction of the power plant. After the funds became available, the IBK Foundation then sent a social team to build community. The social team will interact for several weeks with the community in order to build good relations. The first step is to contact local religious and traditional leaders. Then the community was asked to form an organization that will take care of the turbines by determining who has the chairman, treasurer, secretary, and who was responsible for disassembling the turbine engine. The team that was formed was also given knowledge of turbine engine operation and the calculation of the cost that must incurred by the customer and the cost of maintaining the power plant. The IBK technical team will coordinate with the team that has been formed from community representatives in management and other matters related to the power plant, explained Sri Mumpuni. In order for the hydroelectric power plant to carry out its functions continuously, the upstream catchment area must be maintained at an area of 30 square kilometers, no clearing of forests and vegetation. Electricity for isolated village is not the final goal, cited Sri Mumpuni. Building community empowerment, especially economically, is our main goal. With electricity, it hoped the community's economy can be built and at the same time help the government to electrify remote village. He illuminates the village in its true sense. Together with her husband Iskandar Budi Saroso Kunto Aji, Tri Mumpuni Wiyatno built a mini hydroelectric power plant. They have illuminated 60 locations with electricity. Electricity is not our main goal, but rather to build the potential of village so that they are economically empowered, cited Tri Mumpuni or Puni as he was usually called in a conversation last week in Jakarta. Therefore, even though he has electrified many villages, Puni, who is the director of the Institute for People's Business and Economics or IBK, a non-governmental organization that he founded with Iskandar on August 17, 1992, continues to develop and use productivity, namely how rural communities after having electricity use electricity for productive activities according to village potential. In the context of the Earth's current environment crisis, with global warming causing various changes in climate and weather, what Puni and Iskandar have done becomes meaningful. In order for hydroelectric power plant to be able to function continuously throughout the year, at least the upstream catchment area must be maintained at an area of 330 square kilometers. This means that there is no deforestation of vegetation. Site Puni. Micro hydropower plants are also environmentally friendly because they don't use fossil fuels. This means that it does not increase the amount of carbon dioxide gas into the atmosphere that exacerbates the greenhouse effect that causes the global temperature to rise. Thus, the IBK micro hydro plant to not use government funds. We never use the state budget or APBN funds because the APBN system did not accommodate the community empowerment process. Presidential Decree or Kepres number 80 of 2003 requires a tender. It's impossible for small people to access. So far, we have used donor funds through embassies and some from companies in corporate social responsibility schemes. What attracted you to build micro hydroelectricity? Mas Iskandar has started since 1987 through the institution he founded with his friends, the Mandiri Foundations, but is going very slowly. I see that rural people have the potential to develop, but they need tools. Well, electricity is a tool, so electricity is only a tool, not development itself. Once, Mas Iskandar asked me to present a proposal for micro hydroelectricity funds. I was immediately attracted and left my previous job in housing program for the urban power, women, environment, health, and education. Electricity in this countryside includes all of that. Once people have their own electricity, they will have shared money to finance education, health program, women's programs, infrastructure such as roads and community radio. Of the 60 locations that IBK built, did all of them work? There are 4 or 5 places that don't work anymore for various reasons. In Padasuka, Cianjur, trees in the catchment area were cut down because they said it was for a golf course. Apparently not so, and now overgrown with weeds. There are those waste turbines are sold by the village heat as scrap metal. Some are then pale and electricity enters the place. Okay, that's all. Thank you and see you.